All right, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live session that we have for you today. If you don't know me yet, my name is Jane Carla. I'm a professional dancer and also a digital entrepreneur. I'm growing my online business on the side while I dance full time. And we've been doing these live sessions for the past 3 or 4 weeks now, and I'm happy to be back again. We were supposed to do this last Friday, but life happens, things happens, but we move on. But we're here again to just give you a little recap of what we have done and what we have discussed for the past few weeks. Um, First week, we were able to identify your why, and using the five whys or what tool, we were able to discuss why your why is important and why is it the first step and why is it the foundation of building a business and building yourself as well. On the second week, we were able to define your values in three priority areas of your life. We were able to really dig deep and find out what your core values are and why is it important to have with you constantly in your journey, in your business journey, in your self-development journey. And then on our third week, we were able to map your values into a vision pathway that will lead you to happiness. And together with that, we were able to create a vision board for you in 2025. So this past few weeks have been really value filled. I hope if you were with us in those past few weeks, I hope you were able to gain value with us as well. And I hope we were able to inspire you as well to really discover more of yourself, your whys, your core values, and creating a vision for yourself. And I'm excited because today we are going to talk about your habits. We are gonna put it all together, your whys, your values, and your vision. Then we're gonna align all of that into your habits. We're gonna talk about how you're able to do that. We're gonna go through it with you again. This is gonna be an interactive one. Feel free to join us in the comments. Bridget is gonna take us through a lot of questions, self-reflection, and this is going to be really helpful. And she's gone through this with me in our few sessions before, and I can't say how helpful this is to really discover yourself more. So here to talk more about it is my business partner, Bridget. Hi, Bridget.
Hi, everyone, wherever you are across the world, and welcome. Great to be here, Jane. Thank you so much. And thank you for that introduction and just breaking down to people what we've been doing over the past 3 weeks. So this is the fourth week. And yeah, I'm very excited about today. I mean, I've had so much value from what we've done. Um, and I've taken myself through the process as well. Every time we've been doing it, I'm doing my own as well. So I'm not left behind. I'm in there with you. But I'm really excited about today because I'm very, very passionate about today. By the way, everyone, I am a part-time therapist, CBT therapist. I am also a life coach that focuses on transformation. And I'm a proud digital business owner. So I've got my basket full doing everything that I enjoy. Um, but yeah, as I said, today is really my a passionate topic about really embodying your entrepreneurial identity and how we do that by aligning your habits with your vision. In order for your vision to become alive, to to go somewhere, you're going to have to align your actions, and your habits are your actions. They're the actions that you engage in all the time. So, the idea today, Jane, is that we are about reframing or reshaping our thinking so that it aligns with, we develop or align with the entrepreneurial mindset
Mhm.
and be able to create an action plan that reinforces the new identity of being an entrepreneur. So we'll kick that off with a question for you, Jane.
Yes.
So, how do you currently see yourself? Do you see yourself as a business owner, or do you just see yourself as someone who is trying to make money?
Right now, I am somewhere caught in between because we're all a work in progress, and we really wanna. I really want to be honest in this session. So I'm somewhere in between. I see myself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, but also I also find myself in moments where I'm being driven with. I want to see the results. I'm being driven with the income that I will get from this business. So
Mhm.
I am somewhere in between those two. I'm like bouncing back and forth in between those two.
Okay.
Mhm.
Jen, I appreciate your honesty. I really do. And that's true. Most of us start from in that place of being pulled in both directions. On one direction, you see yourself as the thing you're becoming, the digital business owner. That's the thing you're growing into, or the identity you're growing into. And then on the other hand, it's this drive to make money. Now, the question I have for you is when you're focused on becoming a entrepreneur, what does that do for you compared to you focusing on the drive to make money?
Um, so when I am able to really focus on seeing myself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, I'm really able to. I notice I'm really able to focus on the how I want to help other people, how I want to inspire and give value to other people's lives, and how I want to impact other people's lives, and that drives me. But
Mhm.
when I find myself really focusing on the results, I want to get that. I want to earn as much as other people are earning. Um, it has a momentary like excitement, but it ends there. It's like a one-way street that has a dead end. It's like there's nowhere to go from there. It just doesn't really push me forward to what I should do next and what my next actions are, what my next action should be.
Awesome.
Mhm.
You've explained that so beautifully. Thank you so much. And that makes absolute sense to me because what you're describing is the whole idea of living from a place of short term goals
Mhm.
or short term gains instead of living in a place of long term vision. And this very much ties in with our purpose. You see, you described that when you're focused on becoming a entrepreneur or digital business owner, you're more focused on your impact and how you serve people and the value that you bring. That has to do with purpose.
Mhm.
That has to do with why, the big why of why we're doing this. It's
Right.
purpose to serve.
Yes.
Part of our mission is to serve.
Right.
Everybody, all of us, part of our mission is to serve others and serve each other. But when we're focused on money, when we're focused on the need or the desire to just about money, we lose sight of this vision and purpose
Mhm.
and impact of the world and bringing value. And we very much become focused on need.
Yes.
So need has to do with I want, it's a more internal focus. But when we're focused, no, so external, it means that you're looking at the outside, trying to get something in. So I need money on the outside. I'm trying to get it in. But then if you're looking as seeing yourself as an entrepreneur and focus on the value you bring
Mhm.
and the impact that you bring, you focus on what is it that I have in the inside that I can share on the outside
Yeah.
and then being able to impact. So what you're doing when you focus on your focus on being an entrepreneur or whatever it is that you're becoming, whatever it is that this new place that you're growing into, it's about sharing. It's about
Mhm.
giving to the world. It's about sharing what you have. But this other place of needing is about give me, I want, I need, and it closes us. We
Yes.
become closed off. But this one opens us to share. It opens us to give. It opens us to give value. It opens us to impact. And this is how we can then bring or draw the people that we are meant to impact. But when we are focused on money or just making money, we are we become we shut down. We there is it's a dead end. It's There is no expansion, there is nothing. It's just seeing a dead end. So that was very, very powerful, Jane, for us to, for, you giving us the way what you shared, because it helps us to see the two different positions. So the most helpful position would be for any individual to focus on what they are growing into and what they are becoming,
Mhm.
how they can serve. What do you think of that idea, Jane?
That is really, really powerful. And I think it really changes it really shifts my mindset, my perspective when it comes to um, desiring my needs.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like what you said about really, we are forgetting to focus on being because we are too busy wanting.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a very powerful phrase that changes your shifts your perspective, your thinking about how you chase your dreams, how you achieve your goals. Because we live in a very tempting world. We live in a world where people really put out their results out there, how much money they earn, uh,
Mm-hmm.
people buying cars, people buying houses, and
Mm-hmm.
traveling to all these destinations. And that makes us focus on those things. But those things, we don't realize that those things are the things that we want.
Mm-hmm.
We are not, but we forget that to get those things that we want, we first have to be
Mm-hmm.
person. You first have to be that person who are capable, who are deserving of all of those things that we want. Because otherwise, sometimes life will give you what you want, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm successful.
Mm-hmm.
You're not realizing that you're not ready for all of those things,
Yeah.
and this is where the, like, get rich overnight thing happens, because you're not able to sustain those things that you want. You're not ready for it. And um, when that happens, some people would take it as a form of failure, but
Mm-hmm.
some people would turn it around into a realization that I wasn't ready for that at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't that person. And some
Mm-hmm.
people develop develop the skills and the things that they need to be that person to actually deserve all of those things. So it's really, really powerful. And thank you for sharing that.
Beautiful, Jane. You articulated it so well. It's beautiful. The being, it's really about becoming and growing and focusing on the being. Because as you said, it involves growth.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you're growing into. And if you're just getting what you want without being prepared and ready to be able to live that out and sustain it and maintain it, you're
Mm-hmm.
just not going to be able to do that. And so life is very fair in that it allows you to grow into that. That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love the way you say. I'm going to latch on to how you said it. Because
Yeah,
I
I
love the way you used your
we're
word.
learning from each other. I'm learning a lot, to be fair, and really, and all of these things that I'm saying is you making me realize it. So I hope the people who are joining us today are also getting all of this value from this session.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much, Jane. So just to emphasize, so the place that we have to start from is this idea that I am becoming.
Mhm,
It's about me being. So
mhm,
becoming is simply means I am being an entrepreneur.
mhm,
And because it's something you grow into stage by stage by stage, it's a becoming constantly. I'm being an entrepreneur, but I'm now becoming one who does this, and I'm now becoming this stage, and I'm now becoming that stage.
mhm.
So it's constantly being versus wanting.
Yeah,
Wanting will keep you wanting
right.
and keep you wanting and keep you wanting. There's no growth. You just grow into more wanting.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
But
when people
being,
are not contented. That's why people, we wonder why people are not contented with their life when they have everything they want.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And if you think about it, just the word want, if if you have want, if all you have is want, you'll have more want,
Mhm.
and then have more want, and then have more want. But
Exactly.
if you are being a digital business owner, that's what you'll be, and that's what you'll be, and that's what you'll be, and that's what you'll be. And success is in being that and
Yeah.
growing that until it's you're impacting so many people. And
Mhm.
you know that by you impacting so many people, you will have the benefits.
Yeah.
And one of the benefits is money. It's a
Mhm.
benefit.
Mhm.
So just like when you became a dancer, you
Mhm.
started by becoming a dancer
Yes.
before you ever saw the benefits.
Mhm.
But sometimes we're so hooked on the I want the benefits, I want the benefits. If you had been hooked on the benefits of being a dancer before you ever had
No,
them, would you have grown into the dancer that you are?
absolutely not, because the entertainment industries in the Philippines is not as big as, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I think that puts it simply for me, and hopefully for other people as well. When I was young, all I wanted to do was dance. I never thought of earning from it. I never thought of it as a profession. It was just something that I really wanted to do. I was happy to do it for free, to be
Mhm.
honest. But and that's what's driven me, and like, it got me somewhere.
What a blessing that you actually do what you love and you're rewarded for it.
Yeah.
That is a blessing. Even biblically, that's what it says. It's a blessing to do what you enjoy, what you love,
Mhm.
and be rewarded for it. So that's amazing. And here we are. You're growing now into this digital business owner, or an entrepreneur, and being it, and then reaping the rewards because you are it and you
Yeah.
do it and you're being it is
Mhm.
what it's about. So
Absolutely.
awesome. Good place to start, everyone. Being versus wanting.
Mhm.
So now that we're at this place where we're being, we want to maintain our being. We want to grow into that in a healthy way. It's important that everything in us aligns
Yes.
with the thing that we are being. Because if it doesn't, then we are in conflict. So what we want to do is we're to create flow. And the way we do that is that we make sure that the words that we say, the thoughts that we have, in that our mindset
Mhm.
agrees with us being what we're becoming. So our mindset must be one that agrees that I am an entrepreneur. I am a digital business owner. Because when we have negative thoughts or negative beliefs, something that's against that, it pulls us away. It creates a resistance
Mhm.
to what it is that you're becoming. And if you have resistance, like I said, conflict inside you about, well, am I one? Am not? Imagine, think about the times that you've had contradicting ideas.
Yeah.
Am I good enough? Am I whatever enough as an entrepreneur? How easy? How much does that build your confidence to take action?
Um, it's when those thoughts come in, like, we were talking about the thoughts that stop me. It takes so much of my energy, to
Yeah.
be honest. Because thoughts are really, really powerful, and I think you've mentioned it before, because you said thoughts
Mhm.
are just thoughts unless you believe them, unless you give them power. And it's easy to believe your thoughts, because we think we are our thoughts. It's so easy because it's inside us, so we think that it's one with us, and it's
Mhm.
easy to believe it, and it takes so much of my energy, and it's just, it's one of those things that just stops me from taking action.
Yeah. Powerful, Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the absolute truth, is that our thoughts, they are just thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But if we invest in them, they become more than that. They become beliefs. They become things that we hold on to. And it can even help to shape our identity.
Mm-hmm.
So we want our thoughts to work for us, not against us. And when we don't learn to select, when we don't choose which ones we use and which ones we will hold on to or we will have, and which ones we don't want, when we don't do that, we just entertain any thought. It's
Mm-hmm.
imagine just it's like a mind that has anything in it,
Mm-hmm.
you know and some of that in it could be, well, I don't think you're good enough to be an entrepreneur. I don't think you've got enough to be an entrepreneur. How will that thought serve you? It won't.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
just won't. It'll work against you. And if you said it, it'll stop you.
Mm-hmm.
So your own thoughts can stop you.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you entertain in your mind, which we call your own thoughts, can stop you. So the most important thing then becomes you have to be selective with what you
Mhm.
entertain in your head or what you even allow in your head. I don't even want it in there if it doesn't serve me. My mind was designed to serve me. And the way it can serve me is having stuff in there that promotes me, encourages me, allows me to be everything I was born to be. And is there even one thought in there that doesn't agree? It shouldn't be have it. It doesn't deserve the space.
Mhm.
So what we have to be willing to do is we must learn ways of how to clean up
Mhm.
mind or clear our mind so that it remains clear. Because if you imagine a mind that's full of noise in there that's saying, well, you can't, or you won't, or you this, or how much action can that person take? How much movement can that person take towards whatever it is they're meant to do for their goal, for their new identity? They
Mhm.
won't take any
Right.
because it's too much noise. They will, too much contradiction.
Mhm.
But when we align our thinking with our new identity and the thing that we're growing into, we have what we call flow. There's no resistance.
Right.
We flow in that direction. So the reason why we have to be willing to learn to clear our thinking or reframe our thinking. I say whichever word you use, it doesn't matter. Clear, reframe, change, align, it's all the same thing. The reason why we have to do that is because as human beings, we are designed to always be moving in the direction of our dominant thoughts.
Mhm.
So whatever thoughts are dominating, the loudest ones, the strongest ones that you strongly believe, they're the ones that are orchestrating your actions.
Mhm.
Your behavior is just aligned with that. So you might as well have beliefs and thoughts that are aligned with what you believe you are.
Mhm.
I am an entrepreneur. I am a successful one. I'm a successful entrepreneur. So, Jane, we've done this before, as you told everybody. We've done this before, where we've taken a thought or a negative belief or an unhelpful thought that you had, and we looked at it and we cleared it. In other words, we reframed it
Mhm.
from negative to helpful.
Mhm.
Are you okay for us to describe or explain to everybody how we did that?
Absolutely. Just share away. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So you had a belief that I am not expert enough.
Mhm.
And what we did with that belief is we first of all identified how it made you feel.
Mhm.
And from what you told me, you felt embarrassed and you were experiencing self doubt. Now, when you're embarrassed, Jane, does that motivate you to take positive action?
No, I just
And when
want
you
to hide.
go on, sorry,
I
go
just
on.
want to hide and not do anything.
Exactly. You just don't do anything because you want to hide. And when you're in self-doubt, is does that promote you to take action? Does that encourage you?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not all.
Exactly. So when we're experiencing those negative emotions, it's because they're connected to negative thinking.
Mhm.
So in order for it's a sign. It's a sign whenever you're feeling negative emotions, it's a sign that there is some negative thinking going on.
Mhm.
That's how our body, we can use our body to alert us. So if we're having a negative thought, you don't want to, it's like sitting there with with mess
Yeah.
in you. You don't want mess in there. You want to clear it.
Yeah.
So what we did with that thought, that Jane, we found some evidence. You and I explored different evidence of why you were believing that.
Yes.
And some of the evidence was because I haven't been in business as long as other people.
Mhm.
There are people who know more than me. And what we did with that evidence is we took it to court.
Yes, we
We
did.
challenged it. We questioned it. So
Mhm.
instead of, and that's a skill that everybody has to learn, instead of just believing your thoughts, you know how you said, we tend to see our thoughts as us. They are not us.
Mhm.
So we don't have to believe them. We have a choice. So instead of just believing that thought, we were now questioning it to say, well, why do I have to believe you?
Mhm.
What makes you think that I have to agree with you to the thought? You and your thoughts having you know, I will deal with you session. And
Exactly.
that's, sorry.
But yeah, exactly. I'm just agreeing with everything you said.
So when we challenged it, we find any evidence that agreed that you're not expert enough?
No, we absolutely didn't. And you know what the interesting part is? I was resisting that there's really no evidence. I
Mm.
was resisting the fact that I'm not sure, but I really don't see any evidence. But it was hard for me to say it out loud. And yeah, and I think that I found that really interesting. And before we move forward, I just want to thank everyone who's joined us today. Yan joined us, Ati Lisa, Vanji Kramers, all the way from Amsterdam. Thank you for joining us.
Mhm.
I hope you're getting a lot of value from this. And we're up into the part in the session where we're talking about our thoughts, our limiting beliefs, and how we can turn it into a negative one to a helpful one. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jane, and thank you, everyone. You're so welcome. Thank you very much for your support and for being with us. So we're talking about reframing this negative thought or unhelpful thought so that it becomes helpful. Because again, everything you have was designed to serve us.
Hmm.
Our are meant to serve us. Our emotions are meant to serve everything. you
Yeah.
know so we're at this place where we've challenged the thought. Now we've questioned it, we challenged, we found no evidence that said that you are not that said it's true that you're not expert enough. It wasn't. We didn't find any truth to that. So what we did then is, well, we figure if there's no evidence that shows that you're not expert enough, it must be fact then that, well, it's reasonable to say that it's not true that
Hmm.
you're not expert enough.
Hmm.
And then we found evidence then to that up, evidence that confirmed that it's not true that you are not expert enough. Do you remember what that was, Jane? Or shall I fill you? Do you remember what that was?
Yeah. Fill everybody in.
Okay, I'll fill you in. So you told me that, well, actually, I have unique experiences, I have unique skills, and I have unique insight that does help and can help others.
Hmm.
And we've got evidence that it has helped others because you've helped me with your skills. So we have tangible, unrefutable evidence that you have unique skills, you have unique experiences and insights that can help other people. And then, so what we were able to do is we were able to find a more balanced view that will allow you to move forward. And so you reframed that thought to, I'm an inspirational entrepreneur that is always learning and sharing value with my audience.
Yeah.
So that was the more balanced view that you got from us doing that. That resonated true to you. So Jane, in when since we've done this together, how has this been beneficial to you?
It's been really helpful because it's something that I could go back to every time these thoughts come to me. I think it's also important to note that uh, it's this is a constant process that we have to take ourselves through because we can't really erase it entirely. We
Mhm.
can't. These thoughts are not going to leave us because they're always going to come back. But what's important is you have a tool, you have a way, you have a system that you can go to be able to reframe these thoughts and to be able to deal with these thoughts in a proper way, in a way that it will help you. So it's really been helpful because I am now able to I'm not able to process these thoughts
Mhm.
in a way that I wasn't able to before. Um, um, just to share, before every time these thoughts come, what I do is I just let a day go by and I'm just like, I'm gonna let these thoughts sit here and not deal with it until it goes away,
Mhm.
which makes of an unproductive day because
Mm.
then I'm not able to take action that day because the thoughts in my head are just taking over. But
Mm.
now, whenever these thoughts come, I have a process, I have
Mm.
a system, and I'm able to maybe quickly or quicker now
Mm.
get over it
Mm.
and get myself into the right track again, get myself to taking action again. So yeah, it's really been a helpful process.
Thank you, Jane, and thank you again for really explaining to people that It's not something you do once.
Mhm.
It's a process that you have to be willing to take your mind through. That's why I said it's a skill that we develop. The skill of challenging, of questioning, and not just believing anything that comes into our mind. It's a skill. And so when you take yourself through the process of doing that, you're allowing yourself to not have to believe
Mhm.
everything that you hear. And when if you've believed it, then you can undo the belief. Every time you challenge a thought and question it, you are literally taking your hands off it.
Mhm.
You're breaking the hold of belief on it.
Mhm.
And then you get the opportunity to choose, do I want to believe that or not? And if I don't want to, I don't have to. So it can just be a thought that floats through your mind. And that's
Right.
what thoughts do. The
Mhm.
more free we are, we can allow thoughts to float through. But if they can't flow through and we just hold on to it, we put effort, we put energy into it. And
Mhm.
that effort and energy is called belief.
Mhm.
And it's too much. You'd rather use that for things that you actually want to believe rather than negative things. So thank you so much, Jane, for helping us to see that. So now that we have this thought that you have reframed, I'm wondering, Jane, if because now whenever we have a reframed thought, we can now take that and make it into something. Like you said, this is a process that you take yourself through. So that's a habit.
Mhm. Yes.
So just that for me, that's something that I do every week, at least a minimum of once a week. I make sure that I have create space where I'm looking at the recurring negative thoughts, and I'm take the opportunity to address them, to clear them. Is and you talked about the fact that you also do that as a process. Is that something? So you've been doing that regularly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're creating a habit.
Yes. Yes. Actually, yes. And that's what we're all talking about in this session.
Mm-hmm.
Really aligning. And what's surprising for me is I I was doing it without consciously thinking that I'm already creating a habit.
Absolutely.
So it just flows. It just flows. This is why it's so important for you to create a solid foundation first, because then everything else just flows to in the right direction. So
Mhm, mhm. Awesome. So you be without even realizing you're doing this processing, learning to process your thoughts, your negative thoughts, and you hadn't realized that you're actually creating a habit.
yeah.
And now the reality is you are. So imagine, so every time you face challenges, if you create that into a really strong habit where you face challenges, and challenges always, they've got a habit of bringing negativity with them.
Hmm.
That's just something we have to navigate.
Right.
When we face challenges in business, whatever it is, it can bring negativity, and that's okay. That's not there's nothing wrong with that. It's the thing that unsettles us is when we don't have a way of dealing with the negativity.
Yes.
So now what you're saying is this habit of learning to process is you learning to deal with the negative thoughts
Hmm.
that come. So the more you're able to do that and become stronger and confident in that, can you imagine how strong and how much how developed you can be as an entrepreneur, how
Hmm.
that helps your entrepreneurial growth? What do you think of that, Jay?
It's that I go back then to what I said a while ago, that when you focus on the right things, it builds you up.
Mm,
It doesn't bring you to a dead end. It just builds you up. It just constant. It accumulates over time, and it's a never ending growth.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I love that. Continuous unending growth
Mhm.
rather than a dead end.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So Jane, with the reframed thought that we have, I'm wondering, have you made that into an affirmation at all?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
was able to. I was able to tell myself that yes, I am a successful entrepreneur.
Mhm,
Yes, I am learning and constantly learning every day, um, learning all the skills that I need.
mhm,
Yes, I am an expert and I have uh, skills to share in this business as an entrepreneur.
mhm. Jane, I was just about to say amen.
Amen.
I was literally just about to say amen.
Amen. I love
So amen to that. That's how strongly I felt it.
that. I
So
felt it
yeah,
in my stomach.
that's beautiful. So, so yeah, we want to do that. You want to own. You want to take. Well, you've reframed the thought. Now embrace the new one.
Mhm,
Yes, I am a successful entrepreneur. Yes, I am learning every day. Yes, I am, and I am an expert. And and you're constantly growing into that. I am
mhm,
it. I am it. I am being it. I'm growing into it. I am it. I am being it. I'm growing into it.
mhm,
And that's the process of growth. You're
mhm.
growing. So, and in terms of you having this affirmation, how much is that contributing to you building and nurturing your confidence and resilience?
It contributes a lot, especially
Mhm,
with my confidence,
mhm,
because it translates with with business activities that I do. It translates with when I create videos, when I create content. It really translates with my body language, and
mhm,
it really helps that I affirm myself first before I do these business activities, because the energy that I feel inside, it really translates with my actions, with the results of my actions, with the words that comes out of my mouth,
mhm,
with how I deliver the words that I want to say. So it's really been I would say it's really changed. It's really
mhm,
changed the way I approach my business. I approach
mhm,
myself as an entrepreneur.
mhm, mhm,
It's been a hard journey in a way that because you said these beliefs, they're like bricks um, that I've put up my
mhm,
entire life. So like
mhm,
now to be able to like peel those bricks off, like taking it
mhm,
one by one, it's
mhm,
been a process because those bricks are heavy. Some bricks
mhm,
are, it's some bricks are bigger, so it's hard to like break that wall down. So
mhm.
and still I'm still trying to break that wall down, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping everyone who's watching or with us right now
Mm,
is getting some sort of comfort that we all have these bricks, these walls
mm,
put up, and do not be too hard on yourself, because you have to remember that these bricks, these walls, you put it up since maybe you were a kid, you were a child.
mm, mm,
So trying to break those walls down is not going to be an easy process, but it
mhm,
is doable. It is
mhm,
possible if you really just focus on on the things that will help you, that will uplift you. So yeah.
mm. Awesome, Jane. So I love the fact that you keep coming back to the growth that this allows you to
Mhm,
do. So
mhm,
you using this process, it's a tool that I taught you. It's a tool that, to be able to process those negative thoughts and use that tool to break down the walls that are
mhm,
trying to limit you from growing into. And as you said, those walls, we built those walls whenever,
mhm,
they were built, and it doesn't matter because we have the power to undo them,
mhm,
and become what we desire to be. So you're absolutely right. It's not something to condemn ourselves about, but it's understanding that there is always a way.
mhm.
There is always a way.
Always.
And so what you have is a growth, it's a growth process and a growth tool that you're using to
Mhm,
help you continuously grow out of
right.
and into.
Mhm,
You're coming out of old mindsets and whatever, and into the new that you are now, and that's beautiful. And I love that it supports your confidence, and it builds resilience. That's
mhm,
awesome. So the next step now that you can take, Jane, is have you thought about a gratitude affirmation that you could create from your affirmation?
yes.
Okay.
Um, from the affirmations that of me being an expert, a skillful entrepreneur,
Mm,
I I then go through the process of really being grateful for the the tools that I have for me to
mhm,
live.
mhm,
Grateful for the people that I'm surrounded with, and these are the people that I attracted because I opened myself up for growth.
mhm,
I attracted you in my life. I attracted you in my business. So,
mhm,
and which is allowing me to grow. The
Mm-hmm.
community that we're working with, I am grateful for the support that they're giving. Everybody's in this live today, they're all supporting us. They're all rooting for our growth, our business, our um, just for our success in general. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful for my uh, I'm grateful for the person that I'm turning into,
Yeah.
because these are the things that I'm learning, the things that I am developing, are
Mm.
things that I think is contributing to the person that I really want to turn into,
Mm.
just as an entrepreneur, but also as as a person.
Mm.
Yeah, I've developed those gratitude statements.
Okay.
So
Awesome, awesome. And I love the fact that there's a lot of them that you've come up with.
yes,
There's not just one, there's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
But
I can
it,
condense it to one.
I love that. I actually love that because that just confirms to me. You know how you said early on that the when you're in wanting, it's a dead end.
Mm,
Wanting limits you. It
mhm,
shrinks stuff.
mhm,
And so opening yourself up to do things like take yourself through the process of clear out negative thoughts, coming up with gratitude. More wanting keeps you in more wanting,
mhm.
but more gratitude creates more gratitude. That
Absolutely.
you have more things, you have more things to be grateful for.
Mhm,
Yeah, so it opens you up to receive more stuff to be grateful for.
mhm.
But wanting shuts you down because you're just going to be wanting and wanting and wanting all the time. So I love the fact that when I asked you that, you just
Actually,
get to tell me a number of things, and I just thought that's
but
exactly it. That's exactly
it's like a gratitude vomit.
absolutely. And that's it. That's really what I'm connecting to is it allows you to open up, and when you open up with an abundance, like
Mhm,
I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for that, and you begin to see all the stuff that you're grateful for, which is beautiful.
mhm,
And this is a practice that also is very, very empowering,
mhm.
because the more you learn to be grateful, I there's a book that was recommended to us that we've read, and that book really emphasizes how you know the more you become grateful, the more you have more things to be grateful for. And it's the fact that you just create a sense of abundance from that. There's just more and more and more that you'll start seeing to be grateful for. So in itself, it shifts our view. It opens us. It allows us to have an open way of living rather than this closed in. I need. I want
Mhm.
way of looking at life. So yeah. So has gratitude become a regular practice for you, Jane?
Yes. Um, and I'm happy to say that, remember, I forgot which session that we talked about it. You made me realize that because I said that at night I do my gratitude. I have this gratitude rock that I hold at night, and I say all the things that I'm grateful for that happened that day.
Mm-hmm.
You made me realize that that's a great habit to have.
Mm-hmm.
You are being grateful for the things that already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to develop a gratitude exercise in the morning where I'm able to say things, be grateful for things that I want to happen. That
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful for things that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So I wake up, I hold that rock, and I'm just say, I'm grateful for an amazing day. I'm grateful for a day full of abundance. I'm
Mm-hmm.
grateful for a productive day.
Mm-hmm.
And it really sets me my day up on like the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how it's changed.
Wow.
A habit that I already have, I was able
Yeah.
to transform it into an even better habit.
Wow. That's awesome. And I bet that does a lot to shape your day because you're going, what does it do to your expectation? When
Mm.
you start the day with I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. Do you go in closed off? Do you go with with an open heart?
It,
What does it do for you?
it gives me that, it starts my day excited because I'm
Mm,
looking forward to these things. I've
mm,
already, and it's so interesting because yesterday I was just watching a video about morning priming,
mm,
and uh, and it's just amazing how when you are able to open yourself up to new things, better habits,
Mm.
uh, the universe will just bring you the things that you need. Because
Mm.
the video just came out. I was listening to a podcast,
Mm.
and it just randomly came out about
Mm.
morning timing, and I was like, let me just check this out. And I was watching the video, and I was like, oh,
Mm.
this is another thing that um, I could stack with the habits that I already have. And
Mhm.
yeah, it just excites me.
Oh, awesome. It ties into the whole thing of walking, of living by faith, that you're not just trusting in what you see has happened,
Hmm.
but you also trust that you expect that there is, even though I have not seen these, all the things that I'm expecting, they're already there, and I'm expecting, I have an open, receptive heart to it. So it really prepares you to receive more. It just postures, it gives you a posture of being open and receptive, which is really, really beneficial as as an entrepreneur or anybody in life. It's just a beneficial way of living. So awesome, Jane. So you've described two habits so far that you have created. So the habit of taking yourself through this process of questioning and learning to not believe, to not have to believe any negative thoughts, and clearing them.
Hmm.
And then the second habit is the habit of gratitude, being in a state of gratitude and living from a place of gratitude. And you're using affirmations to do that, or
Yeah.
statements to do that, which is brilliant. So really, that's. So we've got two habits that you have developed just from what we started doing in terms of challenging negative thoughts, and then taking that and changing it into affirmations, um,
Hmm.
and using your, so obviously for you is tied in with your gratitude jar or gratitude. I mean, I use a gratitude journal at times. So um, brilliant. So Jane, what would you say is the key takeaway for you from this session? What's the thing that you think will shape how you see yourself as an entrepreneur?
I think what my key takeaway is, it's really important that, and we've been saying this several times in these sessions, it's really, really important to build yourself up first
Mhm.
before you're able to build whatever it is that you want to build, whether it's a
Mhm.
business,
Mhm.
whether it's building new habits. You have to build yourself up, and you have to do the inner work. And as cliche as it sounds, inner work really is very, very important, and it's
Mhm.
very essential. And a lot of people um, tend to put it aside because uh, they think because it's something that it's not tangible.
Yeah.
It's not tangible, so they think that, oh, I won't really need that, or I don't believe it will really
Mm.
have any impact on what I want to do, on or on how I want to achieve my goals. But
Mhm.
my key takeaway is, inner work
Mhm.
is is the rewards of it is just, I can't find the right word. It's just
Mm.
like, it's
Mm.
what you do for yourself, what you do with your inner work.
Mm.
When it translates, it's times 100.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And you will only realize it when you really start on doing it for yourself. So
Mm.
that's my key.
Mm. Absolutely. I'm deeply touched by what you said, Jane. That honestly, I am. For me, this is what I do. It's a way of life. So, and teaching people the value of personal development, and personal development is doing your inner work.
Hmm.
And what you said today really encompasses all that, is teaching people to be the being first,
Hmm.
to build yourself in being. And when you're strong in being, you will have any benefits you want.
Hmm.
You will have the benefits. They're just the benefits can't help but come.
Yes.
But when you focus on wanting the benefits without growth, it's like a child who, imagine you have a teenager they want to be able to drive from A to B, but they don't want to be a they want to don't want to learn to be a driver.
Yes.
You got to be a driver first
Hmm.
to have the benefits of being able to take yourself independently from A to B. And that's what we have to learn to build ourselves. So
Hmm.
thank you so much for that, because that really emphasizes what this is all about. And that's my passion in this business, is really empowering people to grow, and build people before, so that they can build
Mm,
businesses. So
mhm.
thank you so much. You summed it up so beautifully. So um, to everybody that's listening, I hope that you, from this, can identify at least a couple or one habit that you can begin to take on and help yourself grow in the new identity that you have. Um, for me and Jane, as we said, it's about learning to challenge those negative thoughts, and I do that once a week at least, because if you're not doing it at least once a week, it's not a habit. and and then being able to make some gratitude statements that just affirm and confirm those positive statements that we have. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Jane, for walking this process with me. So Jane, we're done in terms of what we were going to do about teaching people about reframing their thinking and creating a habit. So we've identified two habits that you and I are doing. Um, can you then tell us a bit more about our business, Jane, the business that we do?
Absolutely. So first of all, thank you for everything that you've shared. There's so many things that I've learned, and hopefully all everyone who's joined us in today's session, I hope they've also learned a lot and they've gained a value as much as I did. And to just in connection to everything that we've been doing for the past few weeks, um, these are just some of the things, processes, and experiences that you will be able to acquire or experience with us when you join the business. We both do an online business. This is a business that we can do alongside our full-time jobs. It's a home-based business. It is a digital marketing business with affiliate and with a franchise business model as well. It is a business that you can do from anywhere in the world. We are affiliated with a high ticket company with a 50 years of reputation who serves more than 26 countries in the world. So wherever you are, you will be able to set yourself um, with the business like this. We provide with the training, mentoring, as you can see, mentoring and coaching. We provide you with all the tools that you will need for this business. Whether you have a experience with like an entrepreneurial experience, whether it's traditional, whether it's online, whether if you have or you don't have background in like technology or using the computer or social media, you don't have to worry about that because everything will be taught. You will learn everything from the training program. We have a very intensive training program that we update constantly. The training consists of not just about building your business, the logistics of it, building your website, building a sales funnel, learning how to make your own email campaign, your personal email campaign. But apart from that, we have a lot of masterminds about leadership, about mindset, about the law of attraction, about organizing your systems, and also on top of that, we are able to give trainings on how to keep updated with technology because we all know that this is an online business. This is an online based business. So we rely a lot of internet, technology, social media, advertising. So we need to keep up to date to everything that is because it's a fast paced industry. We need to keep up to date to everything that is improving, to all the technology updates that are coming up. Constantly. So we do have trainings for that. So you will get all the support that you need. We will build you up as a person, just like what we're doing to each other. You
Mhm.
will, we will give you an opportunity to grow, discover skills that you thought you have in yourself.
Mhm.
So it really is apart from the financial gains and financial benefits of this business, which is a lot, which is really it's compared to a traditional business, the the way that you can scale this online business is incomparable because again you can do it from anywhere. Your market is global. You can reach anyone from anywhere around the world. You will be able to learn how to attract those people instead of chasing those people. We don't cold call anyone. We don't send spammy messages to anyone, even to your family and friends. We share what we want. We share the value of this business, and people come to us.
Mm.
And you don't have to do any selling as well, any inventory. You don't have to keep any products in your house.
Mm.
You don't have to push products in your social media platforms as well. You're able to build yourself as a brand, your own self as a brand, your own story as a brand. And I think that's just the best way of going into business, because going into business is showing who you are, sharing your story. So we don't sell products, we don't um, we don't sell we don't sell. We share our story. We tell a story, and we want to give value. And this is, if you want to be in a place where you can help people, you can help inspire people and impact other people's lives, we really recommend that you check out this business. It's free. Your first step is free. You can check it out for free by just registering on either of our website. My website is janecarla.com. Bridget's website is, we're gonna
breezehigflyers.com.
put it, yeah, we're gonna put it in the comments as well. So janecarla.com or breezehighflyers.com. All you need to do is register your name and email, then you will get instant access for the free webinar or info session in your email. And your next step as well is, if you want to keep moving forward, you can purchase our full training for 149 US dollars with a 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. You'll be able to explore deeper into the business, the affiliate companies, the affiliate products, how you can earn from this business, all the other income streams available that comes into this business, and a glimpse of what the uh, training will be for you and what we can provide for you in this business. And again, we have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you ever change your mind, we will give you back your money, full refund without any questions asked. So those are your first two steps in exploring this business, risk free. We just want you to have all the information that you will need to check out this business. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jane. Clearly put. As Jane already said, we are both doing this business on the side as part of apart from our regular jobs.
Mhm.
And we can do that because of the flexibility, because of the support that comes with this business, and because of the structure that it provides. So it comes with a very, very clear structure system that is already provided for you. So that's why it's possible to do it.
Mhm.
And it's opened up so many avenues for people like us who are regular professionals, busy parents, or just aspiring entrepreneurs who didn't know where to start. So it is an option to and worth looking into. So thank you
Absolutely.
very much, Jane, for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined our session. It's been a very productive one, and we've kept it under an hour. Congratulations to both of us. Um,
Yeah.
I've just put in the banner our websites. So
Mhm.
for everyone who wants to register and check it out,
Mhm.
our website, it's also in the comment section for people who are going to watch the replay. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you've gained value and inspiration from this session, and we hope to see you all again next time.
See you
Bye
then. Bye, everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
And